Hi there, fellow email marketers. Welcome to the Easter Ready Emails That Sell with Omnisend workshop event. We know how busy you can be, especially around the holiday season. That is why we have prepared this short version that includes all the important steps and ideas to be fully prepared for this upcoming Easter celebration. And I know you might have this question in your head right now. Kate, Easter? Seriously? It's already in a couple of days and it's too late to do anything about it. But what if I told you that it's never too late and it will take you 10 minutes to create and send that Easter campaign? Let's not waste a minute more and jump right into it. I've got 2 email ideas for you for this celebration. If you still want to run a sale but think it's too late, here's the idea. Let's create an Easter flash sale campaign. It's always exciting to get a chance to finally purchase your favorite skincare products or a vintage sofa that you dreamed of having with a 20% discount that your brand is offering this Easter only. You don't need to run the sale 2, 3, or 5 weeks before Easter. No, you can send that campaign a day before or on the day of celebration and have it live either for 24 hours or during the whole Easter weekend to give people some time. This way you will create excitement for your shoppers and make them think, right, it's a holiday today and I need to take advantage of that sale and finally purchase what I wanted with 10 or 20% off. So let's jump into the builder to create our first campaign. So this is how our campaign is going to look like at the end. Let's build it from scratch. I want it to be short and sweet so people only focus on my offer and don't get distracted by other blocks I could add. So let's start with layouts and items I want to use. First, if you plan to have some visuals inside, let's ensure that if something goes wrong and your customers cannot see your beautiful images, they can click that life-saving button. Let's go to the pre-header and pull this block to the email. All right, there it goes. I strongly recommend that you always have it in your emails. After that, I want to have my logo to add some identity to this email, So we go to the quick add again and pull the logo item right over here. This one is a bit too big for me for this email in particular. So let's just change the size by clicking on the logo and pulling the corner. You're either making it bigger or smaller, shrink it down like this. I want it this size, perfect. If you want to have it on your left or right, you can do so in the logo adjustment settings on the right. All right, next I imagine having a hero image, a title, some short text, and a discount that I want to offer. So let's pull all the layouts first. It's in the quick add right over here. I want a 1-column layout this time. So it's 1 layout for the hero image, then 1 for text blocks, and the third one is for the discount block. And yes, I do need 3 separate layouts because I want to control every part of this email separately. Because if you have everything in one layout, it might limit your creativity. So now let's pull all items to the layouts. So to the first one goes image block in the quick add, just drag and drop like this. Going back to the quick add, pulling 2 text blocks, one for the title, another one for the text, like the description. And the third one, quick add, discount block, goes right over here. Now it's a raw template that we will make look festive, don't worry. So for the image that goes next, use your creativity. Of course, it would be great to have an image with some holiday decorations like flowers, eggs, bunnies, etc. Whatever feels like a holiday to you. So if you have something like that, or you have an opportunity to use some stock images or design something yourself in some design apps or on some platforms. For example, I have this image created for my flash sale that says Easter sale. So let's click on the upload image, select file, and I have it in my image library already. If you don't have your image, you can select it from your computer. So it's right here. I click insert. There it goes. a cute image that says Easter sale with a cute bunny on the background. And now all I have to do is to add some short text explaining the terms of the sale. I don't need the title anymore, I think, because I already have Easter sales that is written on my image. So let's just delete it by clicking on the block and clicking the icon delete item. Great. So let's write the description of this sale. What do I want to write? Let's create some urgency. So I will write hurry up and save 20%. I am that generous this Easter on all jewelry pieces from our newest collection. Go and shine this spring with us! Exclamation point. Looking amazing. But let's tweak a couple of things like colors and text style. Let's make it bigger. You need to highlight the part you want to change. So let's go to the size. I want it to be 25 pixels. Let's find it right over here. Great. I want it to be aligned in the center. So we click in here. And I also want to change the text color because you see it automatically chooses one of my brand colors that I set up in my brand assets. And the yellow doesn't really work on the white background. Too light, too hard to read. So I want to make it black. I go to the text color settings and you have a color panel here that you can choose any color you want. But if you have your specific colors, you can always enter your hex color code and change to the one. So I want it to be black, so I will just choose it from the palette. There you go, looking amazing. One thing I forgot about though is use this code part. So let's pull another block from the quick add, another text block, and insert it under the text. That's right. Use code. Let's quickly change the style the same way we did. Let's change the color and the size. 25. All right, great. Amazing. So far, looking good. We have next block, which is a discount. So let's adjust it a little. Let's click on the block itself. Let's first work with the settings. So there's a discount type, the value type, discount value, what you want this discount to be applied. You want it to be applied to all orders or minimum order price or collection. You can change your expiry date, usage, button, colors, and padding. For this, I definitely want to change the padding. I want it to be a bit smaller. It looks too wide. It's wider than the image I'm using. So let's change the padding from 12 to 30 from each side, left and right. And it already looks better to my eye. I will also change colors of the button. I want the button to be not my branded color right now in this email, just because the visual I'm using in the beginning has different Easter colors, I would call them. So I would like this button match the color of the bunny, and I have that hex code, so I just go to the button settings right over here. I'm using the primary button, so I'm changing the background color right over here and the text color here. I also want it to be bold. I want the shape to be rounded with rounded colors, and let's change the font and the size. Great. You can also change the padding of your button if you want your button to be a bit wider. You know, if you have too many words and not enough space from both sides. So I do want to change that. Let's make it 30 from both sides. There you go. All right. So this is the main part that I want to have in this email. And as I said before, I want my customers to focus on the sale and discount words. But you can always add a product block after to give your customers a sneak peek of what's on sale, to make them even more interested and excited so they click and start shopping. Or you can also add a block about other perks you offer, like maybe you're offering a free shipping, or maybe you give away a free gift on $50 plus orders. You can always include that right below. And that is it. Last part that goes here is a footer with your social media inside. So for that, let's go to the library menu, and let's choose one of the footers, just the middle one, and we drop it in the end. It has a logo. I don't need my logo here. I already have it in the beginning, so I delete it. Same for the menu. I don't need it. Now I have info about my store, but I'm missing my social media. So let's go to the quick add, choose social media, and pull it in the footer layout. So it automatically sets, original colors for each social media. You can keep it if you want, but I like it very minimalistic. I want to change the colors. For that, I click on the social media item and I go to colors and I choose custom. It automatically applies black color, which I need right now, but you can always change to any color you want. You can also change the paddings, and you can change the design if you want to have a smaller size of this icons, if you want to have a different alignment, or the shape. I like the circle, but you can also make it rounded or square. Let's keep it circle. Amazing. You can have different social media. If you don't have Facebook, just uncheck it. If you have a YouTube channel, check right over there. Great. Amazing. Let's do a couple more changes to this email to make it look even better. I'm looking at this and thinking, I do want to change something inside the description text. I want to make save 20% on all jewelry pieces bold, because that's the main part of that text. All my customers need to know that I'm giving away 20% discount on all jewelry pieces. So let's just highlight this part and click bold in the settings. Amazing. Looking great. What else? Some paddings. I don't like the, space between the main text and also the use code. It's kind of too much. So make it a bit smaller. We just click on this items, not on the layout where those items are, but on the items. And we change the padding right over here. Yeah, let's change to this. Amazing, looking great. What else do I want to change? I think the last part is the footer colors. Colors of the text are yellow again. And as I said, yellow doesn't really look good on white. Too difficult to read. Let's highlight it, change the color to black. Great. And let's change the background color for the footer. I want to separate it from the email. If you don't want it to be that visible, you can always pick the background color as light gray, so it doesn't stand out much. But you can also match it with some colors from your email. For example, I think I would make it that light green as the background color of my image, so it looks more like Easter, Easter colors. So let's change it to light green. I have this color right here. There we go. Don't forget to check if you inserted all links to the right places to make sure that your customers, when they click something like visuals, pictures, or buttons, or your social media, make sure that they are being led to the right places. All right, now it looks like Easter mostly because I have this picture with a bunny. And what if I don't have this type of picture? What else can I do to make it look like a holiday sale? One, you can always play with colors. You know how some colors associate with something, including holidays. For example, Valentine's Day would definitely bring red and pink color combinations in your mind because of hearts and love. So we can do the same for Easter because Easter is associated with spring, right? And spring gives me light green, yellow, and maybe pink vibes. I already have light green and yellow because these are exact colors I thought about when I thought I need to make an Easter sale campaign. So you can use that. Try to color your campaign if you don't have anything else to insert. And instead of the visual with the bunny, eggs, or whatever, you can use one of your product pictures, lifestyle pictures. You don't have to have this bunny eggs visuals in your campaign. It can still look fresh and bright like spring, So let me show you how it would look like if I wouldn't have this visual. Let's click on the picture, click replace. I have this necklace picture from the collection I'm selling out. There it is. There you go. It still gives me Easter vibes, but now I am missing the title because on the previous visual, I had the title on the picture, Easter sale. Now I don't have it, so let's quickly go to the quick add and pull the text block right over here, and let's write Easter sale! Exclamation point. Amazing. Centered. I want this color, and I want it this big, 35 pixels. Let's change the paddings. Just adjust the way you want it to look. Okay, great. Now we have same Easter sale campaign, but just looking a bit different. Besides colors, the second thing you can do is play with text. Try to write something using Easter keywords like excellent can be changed to excellent. Have an excellent holiday. I know it sounds cliche, but hey, it works. So it's all about your creativity. I'm pretty sure it can come up something similar to this. And if you want to stick to your branding in your emails, you don't have to add bunnies, eggs, or Easter colors. You can make it look minimalistic with your brand colors, and it will still look amazing. And there you go, beautiful Easter sale campaign ready to be sent in different interpretations. Just pick one that you like the most. Remember to write an eye-catching subject line and pre-header to ensure your lovely audience wants to open that email. And you can always test your subject line in our tester. Just write it here, and it will tell you if your subject line is strong or needs some tweaks and changes. And don't forget to check how your campaign gonna look in the end. You can always click preview in our builder right over here and see both desktop and mobile versions. But I highly recommend you to send a test to yourself and see how it looks like on your devices. And we are done with this one. Short, sweet, and simple. Let's go to the second idea. If you want to avoid offering a special discount or running a sale, but also want to take advantage of a chance to engage with your audience, let's send your customers a happy holidays email and warm their hearts this Easter. It's not always about discounts and sales, Sometimes we all need a word of appreciation. So this email can be a meaningful gesture that speaks for your brand. All right, jumping in the builder to create our second campaign. So here's how it's going to look like in the end. I just want to say happy holidays to my subscribers. So for that, I want a fun photo of my team with some fun Easter visuals on the background. And pay attention that in this email, I'm using my brand colors, nothing like Easter related. You can also use a founder's photo or any photo you would like, to be honest. You can actually make it a text-based email with no visuals at all. Remember that this email's purpose is to show some love and appreciation to your subscribers. So let's quickly build it from scratch. First, I am pulling the pre-header to ensure that my audience sees the content inside. Then there goes my logo, and let's quickly adjust it, make it smaller. Right. Okay. Add in a 1-column layout for the image from right over here. And let's drag the image item from the quick add to this layout. Then you can have a separate layout or pull the text block to the same layout, whatever is convenient for you. Just remember that using layouts gives you more flexibility. So let's pull the text block right over here. Let's pull two, one for the title and another one for the text, like description. And let's write in the title, Happy Easter. Easter. And here, let's write, wishing you a lovely Easter. A lovely Easter weekend with your family. Lots of chocolate. Oh, yes. And the beauty of spring all around you. Yep. There we go. So we've got text now. And you know what? I also want to write Best Team Omnisend, and for that I will pull another text block right here. So now let's write Best Team Omnisend. So now let's tweak a couple of things like style, font, sizes, colors. Let's change the color of the title first. I want it to be my brand color, the dark green, so I choose it from here, highlight and change the color. I want it to be bold and centered and bigger and a different font, doing everything the same like we did in the previous campaign, like this. And also I want my text to be a bit bigger, doing the same, making the size bigger. And the Best Team Omnisend part, I want it to be small and not that bright, not that bold. So let's make it smaller, change it to a light gray. All right, so let's also insert the image. Click here, and let's choose this visual from the library. Amazing. And that could be it for this email actually, but you can still have some call to action here. For example, you can lead them to your website, and with this email, you remind your subscribers about yourself or your store. So you might as well add that button in case they would like to shop. Or you can have a CTA to your blog if you have one and you wrote an article related to the particular holiday, or a CTA to one of your social media accounts if you posted something about the holiday. Just engage with your audience. Let's pull the button from the quick add right here. Let's change the style of this button. Let's make it centered. Let's change the colors, the shape, the font and size. Beautiful. The padding right over here. And I want, you know what? I want my button to be between the text and the small part, which says Best Team Omnisend. Just looks cleaner, looks better for me. All right. And last goes the footer with all social media icons and info about your brand. So let's go to the library. Let's pull the footer block, delete the logo from here because we have it in the beginning. Let's add social media icons like in the previous campaign. Change the style by clicking on colors and choosing custom. And let's also change the background color of the footer. I want it to be light gray. I don't want it to stand out and drag all the attention away. And that's it. Simple, minimalistic, but fun email ready to be sent. Just engage with your audience. Here are 2 beautiful emails that we have in the end, and now you know that it's never too late and you can always use these ideas for celebrations other than Easter. Be smart, I know you got it. And that's it for this workshop. I hope you found it helpful and learned something new. So hurry up and create your Easter campaign. And there is one more thing. I have a Q&A one-pager for you with all the great questions asked during the live event and all answers inside. You can find the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.